Get started in a hot second. Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Al Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shem Al Thumb by Shem Al to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer Karan Yala, and welcome to another episode of Nothing New Under the Sun. Yahweh Shem Al Thumb, Matam Yah Water for tapping in. Appreciate it as always. So last week we went over as you could tell by the title, we went over the men of the Lord. You understand? Always being no cowards. You understand? And this week we gonna double back for part two. You understand? Last week I believe we went over Moses, Abraham, Jacob, Simeon, Levi. You understand? All of these brothers believed in the Lord wholeheartedly. You understand? And there was no cowards. All right. So I'm gonna get Exodus 15:3 once again. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. You understand? And the children of Israel, of course, we built in the Lord's image. You understand? So we are men of war naturally. You understand? That's why you see a lot of brothers that don't know what to do with that anger, take out that anger on each other because they don't understand that as princes of the power, you understand, we have to defend our nation and we have to defend our power. You understand? And of course, being here in these hellish conditions in this so-called place of America, you understand, the so-called melting pot or the so-called superpower of the earth at this time, us being at the bottom totem pole, you understand, of society in this empire, we have adapted to the ways of life that the oppressor has taught us, you understand, and veered off and went against, you understand, what it means to be men of God. So therefore, we use our mighty strength and being natural warriors to kill each other and destroy our own communities because of Christianity and the influence on Christianity from the oppressor. You understand? So let's get into it, man. I'm gonna jump straight into it. Let's go to Judges, the book of Judges, chapter 14. Understand? Let's get into the brother Samson, right? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. This is the book of like it. This is the book of Judges, chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. You understand? Now, the book of Judges takes place in a time when the Israelites, we didn't have kings at first. You understand? That was a custom that the heathens always had. You understand? We had judges. You know what I'm saying? Righteous men that were set up as a collective, you understand, to be the rulers over Israel, but not to be looked at as a king. You understand? That came later on when the children of Israel wanted to be like other nations. You understand? The Lord is supposed to be the king over the children of Israel naturally, you understand, because he is our power, you understand? But seeing that we wanted to be like the other nations, and a lot of the judges over the children of Israel turned and went to the left side and did wickedly, you understand? The Lord gave us a wicked king at first, then he gave us a righteous king and King David, you understand, and so forth and so on, you understand? So we reading in the times before the children of Israel had kings, all right? It's the book of Samson, chapter 14 and verse 1. And Samson went down to Timnath and saw a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines. And he came up and told his father and his mother and said, I have seen a woman in Timnath of the daughter of the Philistines. Now, therefore, get her for me to wife. Verse 3. Then his father and his mother said unto him, Is there never a woman among the daughters of thy brethren or among all my people that thou goest to take a wife of the uncircumcised Philistines? And Samson said unto his father, get her for me, for she pleaseth me well. You understand? So his brother Samson, of course, he was still a warrior, but he fell weak for this heathen woman. You understand? And his mother and his father, they trying to get through his head, like, look, bro, like we got women out of our own damn nation that you should be dealing with. But Samson insisted. You understand? Verse 4. But his father and his mother knew not that it was of the Lord that he sought an occasion against the Philistines, for at that time the Philistines had dominion over Israel. You understand? So the reason of now, of course, the Lord does not want us to marry outside of our nation. You understand? But just like the Lord put the spirit on Esther, he put the spirit on Samson as well to actually deal with the heathen. You understand? So the Lord's will can be done in destroying these heathens. All right. Verse 5. Then went Samson down and his father and his mother to Timnath, and came to the vineyards of Timnath, and behold, a young lion roared against him. You understand? So when they go into this land, right, a young lion came up against Samson. All right. Now, mind you, Samson is a man of the Lord. You understand? He's a judge over the children of Israel, right? And the spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and he rent him as he would have rent a kid, and he had nothing in his hand. But he told not his father or his mother what he had done. So when it said he rent him as he would have did a kid, you understand? Meaning he slaughtered this lion like he would have did a young goat. You understand? Like it was that easy to Samson, because Samson was a man of war. He wasn't a coward. You understand? This wasn't some brother that went and sat back and prayed to the Lord that please God, get this lion away from me and deliver me from this lion. No, he took action. You understand? He was a man of war. He was no coward. You understand? It was either him or that lion. You understand? And he chose to live. All right. Salakia. Verse 7. And he went down and talked with the woman, and she pleased Samson well. And after a time he returned to take her, and he turned aside to see the carcass of the lion, and behold, there was a swarm of bees and honey in the carcass of the lion. And he took thereof in his hands and went on eating, and came to his father and mother and gave them, and they did eat. But he told not them that he had taken the honey out of the carcass of the lion. You understand? This brother, he slaughtered this lion, went to go get this heathen woman to deal with her. You understand? And came and seen the lion again. And then he went up to the carcass of the lion and took a honeycomb out of the carcass of the lion. You understand? And brought it to his family to eat. All right. Verse 10. So his father went down unto the woman, and Samson made there a feast. For so used the young men to do. And it came to pass when they saw him that they brought 30 companions to be with him. And Samson said unto them, I will now put forth a riddle unto you. If ye can certainly declare it me within the 7 days of the feast and find it out, then I will give you 30 sheets and 30 changes of garments. You understand? So this brother Samson, right? Him about to get married to this heathen woman. You understand? They made a big 7-day feast. Now these Philistine men, they came to the feast. You understand? To basically celebrate, eating, drinking, all of this. Now Samson, he made a wager with them, right? He made a wager, basically a bet. You understand? And he bet some money. You understand? And some clothes. All right. He bet some goods, right? That they couldn't get this riddle. You understand? Right? Verse 13. But if ye cannot declare it me, then shall ye give me 30 sheets and 30 changes of garments. And they said unto him, put forth thy riddle that we may hear it. You understand? So they accepting the wager. He like, look, if you get this right, then I'll pay you this amount. But if you don't get it right, then you got to pay me this amount. So they like, all right, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and put forth your riddle. Let us hear it, right? Verse 14. And he said unto them, out of the eater came for meat, and out of the strong came forth sweetness. And they could not in 3 days expound the riddle. You understand? So he told them the riddle, and they've been pondering about it for 3 days. They didn't know what the hell Samson was talking about, right? Verse 15. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they said unto Samson's wife, entice thy husband that he may declare unto us the riddle, lest we burn thee in thy father's house with fire. Have ye called us to take that we have? Is it, Salakia, is it not so? So they get at Samson's wife, man, like, look, man, you better go ahead and push up on this dude. Understand? You're damn right, Matam Yah, straight warrior. You understand? You better go ahead and push up on this dude, Samson, and press him about that riddle that he put forth, because this nigga's trying to oppress us. You understand? We done made the wager with him. He knew we couldn't decipher this riddle in hopes of basically just taking what what we have from us. You understand? So if you don't go ahead and press sore upon him to give us this riddle or tell us what this riddle means, we're going to burn you and your father's household. All right. Verse 16. And Samson's wife wept before him and said, thou dost but hate me and lovest me not. Thou put forth a riddle unto the children of my people and hast not told it me. And he said unto her, behold, I have not told it my father nor my mother, and shall I tell it thee? He like, look, man, I ain't even told my mom and my daddy about this riddle. So why would I tell you? You understand? Verse 17, and she wept before him the 7 days while the feast lasted. And it came to pass on the 7th day that he told her, because she lay sore upon him, and she told the riddle to the children of the people. Verse 18, and the men of the city said unto him on the 7th day before the sun went down, what is sweeter than honey, and what is stronger than a lion? And he said unto them, if ye had not plowed with my heifer, ye had not found out my riddle. So they came at him like, look, man, honey and a goddamn lion. He like, man, look, if y'all ain't push up on my wife, you understand, or this broad that I'm dealing with, then y'all wouldn't even knew my damn riddle, right? Salakia. And the spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he went down to Eshkelon and slew 30 men of them, and took their spoil, and gave changes of garments unto them which expounded the riddle. And his anger was kindled, and he went up to his father's house. But Samson's wife was given to his companion, whom he had used as a friend. So this brother Samson, right? He like, look, man, y'all pushed up on this broad that I'm dealing with, right? And y'all basically threatened her in order for y'all to understand what this riddle was, right? He like, all right, it's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pay y'all. But in the midst of him going to go pay them, he went down to Ashkelon, which is one of the cities of the Philistines where their people lived, and he killed 30 of them. You understand? And took spoils from them. You understand? He killed them and took all of their goods. And then he paid them goddamn heathens what he owed them. You understand? That's a warrior. You understand? This ain't no white Jesus talking about, oh, I love everybody and God is love and all of this. Nah, that ain't what the hell is going on in this Bible. No time. You understand? That's Samson in a nutshell. You understand? But Salaki, let's read on. Right? Where was I at? This is the book of Samson, chapter 15 and verse 1. But it came to pass within a while after, in the time of wheat harvest, that Samson visited his wife with a kid. And he said, I will go in to my wife into the chamber, but her father would not suffer him to go. Right? So now, mind you, remember at the end of chapter 14, Samson's wife was given to another man. You understand? somebody that he thought was his friend. Of course, this was another heathen. All right. So now, after a while, Samson, he went to go visit his wife and tried to go, go kick it with his wife, go lay up with her, go have sex with her. You understand? He brought a whole goat so they could eat some food. He basically slid up, you understand, with some good food, you understand, in hopes of going to go chill out with his woman, you understand? But her father wouldn't allow him to go into the house with her. All right. Verse 2. And her father said, I verily thought that thou hast utterly hated her. Therefore I gave her to thy companion. Is not her younger sister fairer than she? Take her, I pray thee, instead of her. And Samson said concerning them, now shall I be more blameless than the Philistines, that I do them a displeasure. So he get at Samson like, look, bro, I thought you hated her. You understand? So I'm gonna go ahead and just give. I went and gave her to somebody that you was cool with. You understand? She married to another dude now, but you can go ahead and take her younger sister. You understand? She looked better than her anyway. Yeah, Matam Yah, absolutely. That was Hamites. You understand? The Philistines are Canaanites, right? This is where the name Palestine comes from. You understand? Because that area of Palestine is where the Philistines, which the Canaanites would be your South Africans today. You understand? But yeah, they definitely Hamites. You understand? And this land, that land, Palestine, you understand, or the people calling themselves Palestinians today, that name Palestine or Palestinian, you understand, comes from the name Philistine, right? Which is a tribe of Canaanites. You understand? Some South Africans, of course, they Hamites, all right? So anyway, Salakia, Samson, he get mad. He like, okay, I'm gonna read what Samson said again. Verse 3. And Samson said concerning them, now shall I be more blameless than the Philistines, though I do them a displeasure. So he like, look, I'm finna get even with you Philistines. You understand? I'm about to be exactly how you low down and dirty people is. You understand? All the out of pocket stuff that y'all did to me by pressing up on my woman and getting the meaning of the riddle, and her father giving her away to another brother or another man that I was cool with. Yeah, I'm about to go get low down and dirty with y'all. I'm finna do y'all scandalous. You understand? Samson got war in his heart right now. All right, or on his mind. You understand? That's what the heart is according to the scriptures. Right. Verse 4. And Samson went and caught 300 foxes and took fire bands and turned tail to tail and put a firebrand in the midst between the two tails. And when he had set the brands on fire, he let them go into the standing corn of the Philistines and burnt up both the shocks and also the standing corn with the vineyards and olives. This boy Samson was hot. You understand? He was hella mad, right? This is what Samson did. You understand? He went to go catch 300 foxes, excuse me. You understand? And put firebrands on their tails, basically lit their tails on fire. You understand? And of course, if you light an animal's tail on fire, that animal gonna shoot off. You understand? Trying to get the fire up out of him. You understand? But he let these damn foxes go in their vineyards. You understand? Where they corn grow, where all they crops grow, and burned up all of their substance. You understand? Samson was mad as hell. You understand? This is a man of war. You understand? Salakia. And of course, me being an ISUBK, you understand, and having the spirit that I have on me as far as being in the school and understanding that my my enemies are not the people of my own nation, you understand, and I know where to channel my anger at. I read these scriptures, you understand, and read some of these certain events recorded in the scriptures, and it brings joy to my heart to understand that, man, a long time ago we was actually a people, you understand, that stood up for our nation and actually went to war with other nations and did not try to go to war with each other. You understand? So when I read stuff like this of the mighty men of the Lord actually wreaking havoc on these heathens, it's like a high to me. You understand? Like I find great pleasure and great joy, you understand, in these scriptures, and I find hope in these scriptures, knowing that these men of the children of Israel, this is right back on planet Earth today. You understand? With the same spirit and mind frame to actually not go at your brother. You understand? But actually wreak havoc on the heathens who are your enemies. You understand? That the Lord made your enemies. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. Man, I hate that division BS. Yeah, damn right about them, y'all. You understand? And of course you hate it. That's why you in the right place, Matam Yeezy. You understand? Of course you hate it. I know you hate it, brother. You understand? We all hate it. That's why we in here in the ISUBK up under Commander General Yohana. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, you understand? For this truth, you understand? For Christ giving us a way to live. You understand? For Commander General Yohana being passed that torch, you understand, through the seven heads, through Abba Bibbins, you understand, and never dropping his sword and raising up the six great generals up under him, all of the captains up under them, you understand, all of the officers up under them, you understand, the troopers and the sisters, you understand. But Barakatah Hawaii Hawashah, man. Salaki, I'm reading on. Verse 6. Then the Philistines said, who have done this? And they answered, Samson, the son-in-law of the Timnite, because he had taken his wife and given her to his companion, and the Philistines came up and burnt her and her father with fire. And Samson said unto them, though ye have done this, yet will yet will I be avenged of you, and after that I will cease. So these heathens, they was mad that they lost their substance, right? So they killed Samson's wife, you understand, and her father, right? So Samson, like, okay, y'all wanna play dirty? We finna play ball. You understand? I'm gonna read that again. It's like you. And Samson said unto them, though ye have done this, yet will I be avenged of you, and after that I will cease. You understand? Samson, like, I'm finna get back. You understand? Samson, the original get back gang. You understand? Salaki, right? Samson, like, man, I'm finna get back. I got something for y'all. Verse 8. And he smote them hip and thigh with a great slaughter. And he went down and dwelt in the top of the rock Etam. You understand? So Samson, he went to war with these Philistines. You understand? Killed some more of their ass. Salakia for the vulgar language. You understand? But he got it on with these Philistines. You understand? Some man of war that we talking about. We're not talking about some Nancy boy, some choir boy. You understand? Some brother that's telling you that it's only love in his heart and he loves all people. Nah, Samson actually married one of these goddamn heathens. You understand? And when her people did him wrong, you understand? He killed her people. He didn't even give a damn if that was his wife. You understand? He went to war with these goddamn heathens, right? Verse 9. Then the Philistines went up and pitched in Judah and spread themselves in Lehi. And the men of Judah said, why are ye come up against us? And they answered, to bind Samson are we come up, to do to him as he have done to us. Then 3,000 of the men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam and said to Samson, knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And he said unto them, as they do unto me, so have I done unto them. So these Judite brothers, these niggas are scared, basically. You understand? They up under the Steve Harvey Act. When Steve Harvey told the what's the sister name? Salakia. The sister Monique. He told the sister Monique, man, look, we black. You understand? We out here to make money. You can't be telling the truth about these white people. Is you crazy? That's basically how they got at Samson. Like, bruh, these niggas was ruling over us. You about to make it bad for all of us, bro. Why is you tripping on these Philistines? Samson, like, nigga, these niggas got me fucked up. Excuse my French. They got me effed up. You understand? And they done took it up with me, so it's up there and it's stuck there. I don't give a damn what you niggas talking about, right? Verse 12, and they said unto him, we are come to bind thee, and that we may deliver thee into the hand of the Philistines. And Samson said unto them, swear unto me that ye will not fall upon me yourselves. So he like, look, bro, we came to come tie you up, bro, to give you to these Philistines. Samson like, come on, bro. Like, y'all don't do me like that, bro. I'm y'all brothers, man. Forget these Philistines, bruh. Don't do me like that. You understand? Let them niggas come get me if they really want me, right? Verse 13, and they spake unto him, saying, No, but we will bind thee fast and deliver thee into their hand, but surely we will not kill thee. And they bound him with two new cords and brought him up from the rock. You understand? So uh they basically took the brother, you understand, arrested him and delivered him to his captors. You understand? Delivered him to the Philistines, right? They like, bro, we ain't gonna kill you though, right? Verse 14. And he came unto Lehi, and the Philistines shouted against him, and the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burned with fire, and his bands loosed from off his hands. And he found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand and took it, and slew 1,000 men thereof. Salaki, therewith. You understand? So they went to go deliver Samson. You understand? And the Spirit of the Lord came over him, and he broke up out of the bands that they had him wrapped up in. You understand? He basically got out the handcuffs of that time. You understand? And picked up a jawbone of an ass, which is a donkey. You understand? It was a new jawbone of a donkey. And he picked it up, and he slew 1,000 men of these Philistines. This don't sound like no soft brother to me. You understand? It sounds like a man of war to me. All right. Salakia. Verse 16. And Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps, with the jawbone of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of speaking, that he cast away the jawbone out of his hand and called the place Ramath Lehi. You understand? So this brother Samson, he was cold. You understand? Vicious in war. You understand? The same type of war that Samson was familiar with as far as like the style of fighting is what we do here in the ISUBK up under Commander General Rihanna, called the Yad Karab. You see any brother with these Hebrew Academy covers on, you understand? This is where it comes from. It comes out of the scriptures. You understand? Because all of these brothers trained. King David himself trained with about 300 men. You understand? That's basically Hebrew Academy right there in your in the scriptures, without being too graphic about what goes on during Hebrew Academy. But like you, I was Samson. Samson got caught pillow talking for some poom poom, and it cost him everything. Yeah, well, I wouldn't call it pillow talking, you understand, but he was weak up under Delilah, you understand? But yeah, 1968, you're right, that absolutely happened. But that don't take away, you understand? That don't take away the it don't take away how valiant Samson was, you understand? And if you 1968, if you actually know the whole story of Samson, yeah, Samson dealing with Delilah did cost him his life. But 1968, I got a question for you. What happened when Samson died? If you can answer that question for me, brother, what happened when Samson died? Matter of fact, Salakia. I'm gonna just go ahead and read it for you. Since you want to discredit the brother Samson, you understand, on how valiant and warlike he was, I'm gonna read it for you. It's the book of Samson. I mean, Salakia, book of Judges, excuse me, chapter 16 and verse 22. So now this is after Samson was basically captured by these Philistines. You understand? With him basically, I wouldn't call it pillow talking, because that's not that what he did was not pillow talking at all. You understand? What he did was he fell weak up under a woman You understand? And told her what his strength was. Pillow talking, that's something different. You understand? But anyway, uh, the brother Samson ended up being captured by these Philistines. I'm not crediting Samson's valor. I'm just saying that Samson threw away his power chasing. Mm, you can't really say that either. You can't say that he threw away his power chasing some box. You understand? Because Samson, he already got the box from her. So what happened was she nagged him, you understand, and he felt so goddamn weak by her nagging him so much, he got weak, and he exposed his strength to her, and this is how he got captured. You understand? It wasn't because he was chasing box. It was because he already had the woman, and he fell weak up under her nagging him. You understand? He was supposed to show that same example of valor even with dealing with his woman. You understand? So it wasn't that he was chasing box what got him killed. You understand? He basically was soft on this woman. You understand? Which this Philistine woman name is Delilah. You understand? Which means weakness. You understand? So he got weak for the woman and basically he basically told her of his weakness. You understand? Let her know where his strength lies. But 1968, you still ain't answered my question, brother. What happened? What happened when Samson died? You understand? If you could answer that question for me, Baba Kasha. If you don't know, Baba Kasha means please in Hebrew. He was pillow talking. So I guess you don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and read it for you. All right. This is the book of Samson. I'll be slacking once again. The book of Judges, chapter 16 and verse 22. Howbeit the hair of his head began to grow after he was shaven. So, of course, we know the story. You understand? Samson, he allowed this heathen woman that he was dealing with to understand where his strength came from, and it was in his hair. You understand? So she cut his hair off, and he became weak. He became feeble. You understand? So these Philistines captured him, right? So after a while, when he's in their custody, his hair began to grow back. All right. Verse 23. Then the lords of the Philistines gathered them together for to offer a great sacrifice unto Dagon, their God, and to rejoice. For they said, our God hath delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hand. So they went to make a big sacrifice because they were so damn happy. You understand? By they so-called God allowing them to capture Samson, right? Verse 24. And when the people saw him, they praised their God, for they said, our God have delivered into our hands our enemy and the destroyer of our country, which slew many of us. This boy Samson was no joke. You understand? Samson was a prized possession for these damn Philistines because he was picking their ass off. Excuse my French. He was knocking them down. You understand? So they was in a joyous state of being at that time because they figured they God delivered their enemy to them, and the killing of the Philistines will cease. All right. Verse 25. And it came to pass when their hearts were merry that they said, call for Samson that he may make us sport. And they called for Samson out of the prison house, and he made them sport, and they set him between the pillars. You understand? So when they said they made him sport, meaning they set Samson up as a spectacle. You understand? Somebody to look and behold. Like it's like the rich white men, you understand, that run this country, that own these NBA teams. They don't give a damn about playing basketball. They want your black ass to play basketball because of sports. You understand? Because they entertained by how good you are. You understand? And they basically did the same thing to Samson. Had him around for him to be entertainment. You understand? For them to look at this great and mighty man and how they have captured him. You understand? Just like your slave masters today. They know they run the NBA. They own the NFL. You understand? They own all of these damn teams. So they look at us for sport. You understand? They entertained by us. Same thing they did with Samson. You understand? Not that Samson was playing any type of sports from him, but it was basically, it's like what's the example I can use? Yahushamal Al Hashem Yahushua says, loose lips sink ships. Many men have failed to whims of a woman, including Adam, David, Solomon, and Samson. Now you right. You right, 1968. You understand? That loose lip sink ships. I hate that weird cliche, but nah, you right. They have failed to whims over women. And the scriptures say that, you understand? But that don't change how valiant that David was, how valiant that Samson was. That don't change that these men were men of war. You understand? This class ain't about brothers falling weak for a woman. I'm just highlighting that the men of God, you understand, have always been no cowards. You understand? They've been willing to fight and die for their nation or something that they believe in. You understand? But 1968, you still can't tell me what happened to Samson. What happened to Samson when he died? Or what did he do when he died? I'm finna keep reading. Obviously, you don't know. Verse 26, and Samson said unto the lad, Samson was a big, burly brother like Shug. Now, I ain't asked you what Samson looked like in 1968. Just say I don't know. I'm finna read it for you anyway, brother. And Samson said unto the lad that held him by the hand, suffer me that I may feel the pillars whereupon the house standeth, that I may lean upon them. So the young Philistine boy that's holding Samson by the hand, you understand? He like, look, bro, let me lean up against these pillars real quick. You know what I'm saying? When he said suffer me, like, man, let me lean up, let me lean up against these pillars real quick. You understand? Let me chill out and rest right here. You understand? Verse 27. Now the house was full of men and women, and all the lords of the Philistines were there. I'm gonna read that again. Now the house was full of men and women, and all the lords of the Philistines were there. And there were upon the roof about 3,000 men and women that beheld while Samson made sport. So now it's about 3,000 people in this big house, and all of the lords of the Philistines are in this house. So these is the top people of the Philistines in this house having a big party, looking at Samson like, look, man, we done finally captured this nigga, right? Verse 28. And Samson called unto the Lord and said, O Lord God, remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me, I pray thee, only this once, O God, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistine for my 2 eyes, right? So now, I forgot to put that in. They put out Samson's eyes as well. You understand? I forget how they did it, but they put out Samson's 2 eyes to where he was blind, he couldn't see. You understand? All right. After Samson died, his body decayed underneath the rubble, and his body turned to dry bone. 1968. You is cold. You is cold. Hey, 1968, boy, you must love the oppressor, man. God damn. Woo-wee. Lord be with you, Ak, man. You hate the Israelites, huh? Damn. Salakia, you is vicious. I know you a black man too, because you too passionate, man. But these is your forefathers that you talking about if you don't know. You understand? But Salakia, I'm gonna keep reading. 1968, boy, you a wild boy, man. I'm telling you. Verse 29. And Samson took hold of the 2 middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne, of the one with his right hand and the other with his left hand. And Samson said, let me die with the Philistines. And he bowed himself with all his might. And the house fell upon the lords and upon the people that were in it. So the dead which he slew at his death were more than they which he slew in his life. Samson was a cold killer. You understand? Samson prayed to the Lord that he can get some vengeance on these damn heathens one more last time before he died. So Samson killed more people, of course, from the power of the Lord. He killed more people the day that he died than all of his days are living. That's a warrior for you. You understand? Now, of course, yeah, he died. You understand? But that don't take away with how many people he killed in that one instant and how it surpassed all of the damn Philistines that he killed throughout all of his years of living. Man, Samson was a warrior in 1968. I don't think you got that in you, brother. Salakia. Verse 31. Then his brethren and all the house of his father came down and took him and brought him up and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the burying place of Manoah his father, and he judged Israel 20 years. So you said after Samson died, his body decayed under the rubble and his body turned to dry bones. You don't know what you're talking about, 1968, because Samson, him being a righteous judge over the children of Israel, because he served 20 years as a judge, and him being a mighty, valiant man, this brother actually got a proper and decent burial. You understand? So they went to go pick his body up and buried him with honor and with dignity. You understand? And on top of that, 1968, we ain't gonna know who you is in the future, but you know who Samson is. You understand? Salakia, right? Look, we don't know about none of your acts. We don't know what you did out here. You understand? You ain't done nothing for the children of Israel. But Samson, you understand? He avenged the children of Israel by giving you stories of how he went war with the goddamn heathens that was rulers over us. You understand? Salakia. They had to find him like a person trapped in an earthquake. They found him, brother, and he got a proper burial. So what you just said was, I'm gonna read that again. What you said, Salakia. I gotta have fun with my brother, 1968, man. He be here, stupid trolling. After Samson died, his body decayed under the rubble, and his body turned to dry bones. That's a damn lie, 1968. You never know who I am? Nah, we don't know who you is, bro. We don't know who you is at all. Salakia. Let's go to Samuel. You understand? High priest over the children of Israel. First Samuel chapter 15. The book of First Samuel, chapter 15 and verse 1. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over the people. So like over his people, over Israel. Now therefore, Salakia. Damn right, sis. My sister Sanja in the building. The water for tapping in every time, sis. You already know. I appreciate you. Salakia. Now therefore, hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remembered that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. So now, Samuel, which is the high priest over the children of Israel at this time, you understand? He's a judge, but he's a high priest. You understand? Samson being a Levite, right? Now, this brother Samson, he's given King Saul at the time order. Look, the Lord remembers what Amalek did to the children of Israel when we was leaving up out of Egypt. You understand? So now the Lord is charging you with going to go destroy these Amalekites. You understand? Going to go get rid of these so-called Jewish men. You understand? Which the tribe of Amalek is the so-called Jewish men today. You understand? The chief tribe of the Edomites, right? So the Lord like, look, man, go destroy them, the men, the women, the children. You understand? Go even kill off their goddamn animals. You understand? The Lord is a man of war. You understand? Once again, Exodus 15:3. Because the Lord ain't forgot what Amalek did to the children of Israel, right? 1968, see what you got going on. Jesus speaks in riddles, parables and riddles. Let the Lord judge criminals, and if I die, I wonder, does heaven got a ghetto and destroy this temple, and I will rebuild it in 3 days? Words of Jesus. Nah, brother, I ain't say Samson was a Levite. I said Samuel was a Levite. I did not say Samson was a Levite. I said Samuel was a Levite. And a Nazarite is not a tribe. You understand? And matter of fact, let me see. Let me get exactly what tribe Samson was. Salakia. Matter of fact, if I ain't mistaken, mm, I come to y'all before the class end to tell y'all what tribe Samson actually came from. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Samson was a Levite. I can't remember right now, but I know for a fact that Samuel was a Levite. Salakia. Verse 4. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telaim 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. And Saul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go apart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. For ye showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refuse, that they destroyed utterly. Right? So Saul, you understand, he went against the order, you understand, of the Lord. He was supposed to destroy everybody, you understand, which he didn't. He saved the king Agag, you understand, and he saved the animals, you understand, being greedy, you know what I'm saying, trying to line his pockets, you understand, and so forth and so on. Verse 10. Then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, it repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he has turned back from following me and have not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night. And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set up a place and is going about and passed on and going down to Gilgal. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, blessed be the Lord. I have performed the commandment of the Lord. And Samuel said, what meaneth this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the lowing of oxen which I hear? And Samson said, they have brought them from the Amalekites. For the people spared the best of the sheep of the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. So he tried to Samuel, he like, okay, if you follow the commandment of the Lord, why am I hearing sheep and goats? So he tried to justify, okay, we saved them, you understand, in order to sacrifice to the Lord, which was not the commandment. You understand? The Lord said, destroy them all, kill them all. You understand? Verse 16, then Samuel said unto Saul, stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord hath said to me this night. And he said unto him, say on. And Samuel said, when thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. And the Lord sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore, then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but thou didst fly upon the spoil and did evil in the sight of the Lord. So Samuel is checking King Saul. You understand? Like, bruh, my nigga, I sent you over there, you understand? Of course, from the words of the Lord, to actually go destroy all of these damn people. And you did the whole opposite. You understand? You didn't kept all of this damn this livestock that the Lord told you to get rid of. You understand? Man, look, the Lord raised you up to be king. You understand? You used to be little in your own goddamn sight. And now the Lord has raised you up to be the king over these over these 12 tribes of the children of Israel, and you go disrespect the Lord by disobeying his commandments. You out of pocket. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. This is how Samuel getting at him. He's scolding Samuel. I mean, Salaki, he's scolding Saul. You understand? Salaki. Verse 20. And Saul said unto Samuel, and Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoil, sheep and oxen, chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord in Gilgal. And Samuel said, Hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. So he like, look, brother, the Lord don't give a damn about none of that sacrificing. He wants you to obey him, because that's better than sacrificing something unto him. You understand? Verse 23, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king. So Shalakia, yeah, and 1968, 1968, Samson, of course, to be a Nazarite, you understand, is basically when you take the vow of a Nazarite, this is you grow your hair out, you abstain from strong drink and women until your father allows you to partake in that type of stuff. That's what it means to be a Nazarite. But that a Nazarite is not a tribe. Samson was from the tribe of Dan. You understand? Which the tribe of Dan is still Danites amongst the children of Israel, but the tribe of Dan became so small, you understand, they actually intermarried into the 12 tribes of Israel. Therefore, they still will inherit the kingdom, but a lot of people not gonna know like who they are as far as like the tribe of Dan, right? Grandfather's name is Samuel. He was born 1918. He was a hard man. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Excellent name. You understand? Samuel. Salaki, where was I at? Let me jump down to verse 32. Then said Samson, Salaki, then said Samuel, bring ye hither to meet Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately. And Agag said, surely the bitter of death is past. So when it said Agag came unto Samuel delicately, of course, mind you, his tribe, you understand, just got killed, right? The majority of his people have just been killed. They just been killed off. You understand? Now, when it says Samuel came to Salaki, Agag came to Samuel delicately, you understand? He came to him basically without a worry or a care in the world. You understand? And it said the Salaki, I'm gonna read that again. It says, surely the bitterness of death is past. This is what Agag is believing. So why Yahabashim Al Shabarakatah, the water for tapping in, brother. Appreciate you. So King Agag he feeling like, okay, I'm in a good space. They ain't killed me yet, so they must not be about to kill me. So I, you know what I'm saying? He came to Samuel delicately, meaning he was cool. You understand? He ain't have no problems. He wasn't really worried about nothing. He ain't think they was finna kill him, right? Salakia. Verse 33. And Samuel said, as thy sword have made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. You understand? Now, this is a high priest of the children of Israel. You understand? He said, look, I'm going to read that again. And Samuel said, as thy sword have made women childless, meaning, you understand, you done killed a lot of our people. You done killed a lot of these brothers in these wars and made these sisters childless. You understand? Salaki. So shall thy mother be childless among women. You understand? He's saying, look, our sisters have lost their sons to your sword and your men. Now your mama's finna be childless because I'm finna kill you just how you kill my brothers. You understand? Salakia. And Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. You understand? He chopped Agag up in pieces before the Lord. You understand? This is a man of God. You understand? This is a brother that actually served the Lord and do exactly what the Lord told him to do. And what he do? He killed Agag because the Lord wanted Agag slaughtered. You understand? Because of what these Amalekites did to the children of Israel, right? I used to watch Westerns with my grandfather Samuel. He loved war. He was in the Korean War. Most High Christ. Of course, he was a man of war because the children of Israel, you understand, the men, we are naturally warlike human beings. But if you don't know who you are, you gonna fight in the Korean War for your damn oppressor. You're going to fight in a war against your own people. Now, these brothers, they understood, you understand, for the most part, who the enemy was. And these brothers, they went to war with their damn enemies. And like we just read right here in First Samuel, the 15th chapter, you understand? Samuel killed Agag because of what these Amalekites did to the children of Israel when we was leaving out of Egypt. You understand? Salakia. Uh, where was I at? Salakia. We're gonna do a part 3 for time's sake. I'm gonna end it in the high second. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is nothing, it's like, and there is no new thing under the sun. You understand? What happened in the past is going to happen in the future. The same spirit where in the scriptures. Okay, Most High Christ. I just now seen that. So First Samuel, the 15th chapter. You understand? What happened in the past will happen in the future. The same brothers that had warlike spirits on them, you understand, in the times of old, because this is a precept for reincarnation. You got the same spirit of these brothers, you understand, back then. It's right here on planet Earth today. And it dwells in the ISUBK. You understand? Commander General, the generals up under him, the captains up under them, the officers up under them, the troopers, you understand? Even our sisters go to war, not physically, you understand, as a man would do, but they go to spiritual warfare with this establishment. You understand? By taking on these classes. You understand? By changing their ways. You understand? Accepting that they are a daughter of Zion and actually being a helpmate to the husbands that the Lord put as lords over them. With that being said, this has been another episode of Nothing New Under the Sun. The water, everybody for tapping in. Do a quick little roll call. My brother Matam Yad, of course. You understand? 1968. The water for tuning in, brother. My sister Sandra Ross. We appreciate you, sis. So WAP, my brother out there in New York, you understand? The water for all the feedback, you understand? The comments, the support. Lord willing, I'm gonna do a part 3. You understand? I'm gonna make this I think I'm gonna make this probably like a 5-part series because all throughout these scriptures you can find brothers that was righteous men, that was men of war. You understand that were no cowards. With that being said, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shamor Allah Thun by Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Shalom, Israel, the water.